In 1/4 mile, arrive at Missile Silo Camp on the right.
Remember the combo?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back, friends. We begin this adventure in southeast New Mexico at the location of an old Atlas F missile silo. The site was deactivated by the United States Air Force in 1965. The missile base property is privately owned now and has been renovated into a campground above ground and an unbelievable Airbnb underground. We were able to tour the refurbished crew quarters and utility tunnel leading to the 186-foot deep missile silo, which housed the Atlas missile.
Welcome to the silo. This site is Site 4. The name is 579 SMS Site 4 because around the Roswell are 12 silos, but this site is Site 4. 579 is the name from the squadron. Okay. When the crew crossed the first control, find the second control, but now it's big blast doors, more huge, more heavy. This door is around the 2 tons.
Oh, wow.
Blast from what?
Is it?
Inside or outside?
Yeah, this door is the blast door for security. Yeah, for control, the traffic control. Yeah, the idea is protect the crew inside.
It's my understanding that sometimes the Atlas missiles would explode.
Yeah, in Roswell have three accidents. Blow up 3 sites, Site 2, Site 5, and Site 9. Blow up is an accident, and the first accident is because the elevator system for the rocket have elevator system because need to go out the rocket for launch the missile, and the elevator system failed, and rocket go to the bottom and crash with a liquid oxygen tank and make explosion. This is the Airbnb apartment, but in original condition, this area is the crew area lives, yeah, and it have only little bathroom here, little kitchen, little dinner, and 5 plumbers here. Yeah. The kitchen and the bathroom is in the original location, and in this level that's all. Kitchen, bathroom, and
What's through this door?
This is Hollywood. This is soundstage. It's for view fancy. Yeah, but this is utility
Storage.
storage. Yeah.
I was gonna say, washer dryer.
Yeah.
What is this centerpiece right here?
Yeah, it's for support. It's for support because the site is a bunker. Yeah, this site support the megaton explosion.
Oh, okay.
This is already at 5 tons. Please try the move. It's very easy. Feel the power.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you close it?
Yeah.
It's a heavy door.
Yes, a very heavy door. Yeah. Yeah. This area is only for training. Again, this side no need training because it's natural dry. Yeah. And this is the missile area, this is the silo for the rocket.
Our next stop was in Los Alamos, New Mexico, to see where the atomic bomb was invented, before visiting the site where it was first detonated.
Fence meaning, he's where there is a 132 across the street at the History Museum. They take 25 for that, $25 a person.
This pond was surreal for me because of how calming it was, considering what took place surrounding it. It's hard to imagine what conversations took place here, considering how peaceful it is today.
This is the actual Oppenheimer house?
Correct. This is where Oppenheimer lived during the Manhattan Project. His family lived here. And this is also where they filmed some of the scenes in the Oppenheimer movie.
Another house of historic importance was the Schmidt-McDonald House, located 2 miles from Ground Zero. The Schmidt-McDonald Ranch House is where the plutonium core to the atomic bomb was assembled on July 13, 1945. The master bedroom was used as a clean room. To keep dust and sand out of the instruments and tools, the windows were covered with plastic. Nails and tape were used to seal the plastic to the windows. You can still see some of those nails today. Workers were warned at the door to wipe their feet and keep the room clean. This black lava obelisk marks Trinity Site Ground Zero, where the first atomic bomb was detonated on a 100-foot tower at 5:29 a.m. on July 16, 1945. Exact ground zero was the spot on the ground between the tower's four legs, where the obelisk now stands. Although the tower was vaporized in the explosion, one of the tower's buried footings is still visible just northwest of the obelisk. The Trinity device was placed on the tower to simulate an aerial blast. The Nagasaki bomb was exploded at an altitude of 2,000 feet to maximize the blast effects. Another benefit of detonating from the tower was that less radioactive fallout was generated.
Trinity from inside the fence or outside the fence?
From inside.
Inside the fence?
Yeah. This was
We're getting some radiation
sprayed
off of that. Mostly a weak beta. It's gonna
during
stopped by
the
your
site
skin.
cleaning.
You watch it.
You have to go closer because
It's a lovely
these
green
are
color.
primarily
Iron
alpha
of
and
the
beta
sand that the
emitters.
bomb was
Almost
on.
touching you.
Of course, that was.
Yeah,
it was
the
turned
closer you
voltage
go,
towards
the
bomb
more
all that
particles
molten iron
you
rained down
be
from
able
the
to
ground
detect.
about a
Because alpha
mile
have a
or
very
so in
short range.
diameter
That's
around ground zero.
strange.
And so you can still find this. This piece right here was actually found today by somebody.
This is all that remains of Jumbo, a huge steel container built specifically for the first atomic bomb test. The initial plan was to suspend the bomb in the center of Jumbo, but it was never used. It was placed under another tower 800 yards from ground zero. The main purpose of this trip was to attend the open house at the Trinity site. The open house is held twice a year, once in April and again in October. During my research before this trip, I discovered that the atomic bomb test at the Trinity site and the UFO crash in Roswell, New Mexico were only 2 years apart. This got me to thinking. I wondered if there was any correlation between the two. Perhaps the atomic bomb test 100 miles southwest from here acted as some sort of a beacon through space that triggered the extraterrestrials to come here and see what we were up to. This concept is fascinating to me because a voyage that could have lasted light years through space ended here in the New Mexico desert, a place that's attainable to me. We began the UFO portion of our trip at La Grande Victoria in downtown Roswell for lunch. The restaurant used to be radio station KSWS. This is where a rancher discussed finding UFO debris on the air after the crash. This is the home of Major Jesse Marcel, an intelligence officer at Roswell Army Airfield. He brought some of the debris home to show his family after the recovery. He believed it was from another planet, but was ordered to report that the debris came from a weather balloon. The crash debris was put on a flatbed truck, and a convoy of vehicles transported it through Roswell to the main gate of Roswell Army Airfield. The convoy continued through the base to Hangar 84, where witnesses say they guarded the debris and the spacecraft. This location was chosen because it was the most secure building on the base. All of this excessive activity and secrecy was for a common weather balloon. Alien bodies were also recovered and taken here to the base hospital for an autopsy. Afterwards, 3 child-sized coffins were ordered from the local funeral home. Why were 3 coffins needed for 1 weather balloon? Now it's time to see if we can find the infamous UFO crash site.
Thousands of words have been written and spoken about Roswell. It is one of the most thoroughly examined incidents in UFO history. I don't expect that this one little book will do much to change anyone's mind on whether or not that long-ago crash in the desert was evidence of a visitation in the world beyond ours. The most I can do is tell my story and my father's, and I hope I have done an acceptable job of that. As for changing anyone's mind, that's not my job. I am well aware that, as in most controversial matters, both sides have a significant stake in their opinions.
We just left the BLM office in Roswell. I was able to confirm that my information was correct and that the location that we're going to is on public land. The location we're going to is the debris field from the 1947 Roswell UFO crash. The debris field is also called a skip site. When the UFO first impacted the Earth, it bounced for another 30 miles before its final resting place. The final resting place is on private land, so we're not able to access that. So the skip site is going to have to be good enough.
here
I think that was it back there.
where the coordinates are.
I think that what we passed back there is what it was.
Yeah. I say you're probably correct.
I just put these coordinates in.
For what? For the... What are those for?
This is this one. It says to get there from the marker and stone monument, continue along the trail for another 0.7 miles to east-southeast until you reach the area of the windmill in the following photographs. You will see the approach to and arrival at the windmill location.
The Foster Ranch was only one of several crash locations linked to the July 1947 UFO incident. But it's the only one that everyone agrees on, even skeptics. The fact that there was a field of unknown debris found at the Foster Ranch during the first week of July in 1947 is universally accepted. The debris was scattered over a very large area, but a large grouping of it was found closer to the windmill and corral. To believers, the debris field was created by metallic fragments from a UFO. To non-believers, it was debris from an experimental, high-altitude balloon designed to detect Russian nuclear tests or some other man-made object. Many people have heard of the Roswell UFO crash, but very few people know the details of the incident. The following account was taken from public records, various books, and information provided by witnesses after the event. On the evening of July 4th, 1947, about 100 miles northwest of Roswell, rancher Mac Brazel was listening to roaring thunder from a violent electrical storm over the Foster Ranch. He heard one unusually loud explosion that was unlike any of the other thunder booms. The following morning, while surveying the ranch for damage, Brazel found a large debris field consisting of strange metallic fragments. Upon further inspection, he found a shallow trench that had been gouged into the ground by a disc-shaped object, and it was surrounded by several alien bodies, one of which was still alive. What happened here?
I don't know what this is, but it's not of this world. There's interesting writing on these I-beams.